Okay, so we did this a few times. We made a 14 by 14 square on the inside because we felt like that was easier. So we're gonna drill holes in the corner so we can go to the top, and that's where we will make another 14 by 14 square before we make our cuts. And there's a gentleman over there, and I really think that we're gonna call him over and have him cut it. And then there's some guys over here, and they have a ladder. So I'm hoping that they'll let us use it. So the reason that we trace inside, that we make this template on the inside, is because we have ribs that run this way. They don't run the length of the van. So we wanted to make sure that we were going to end up cutting and having the fan placed exactly where we wanted on the inside. So ignore this line. We'll just drill here and then go from there. So when we cut from the rooftop, we're gonna have a little tarp hanging here so it can catch all of the metal shavings. But since I'm gonna be drilling a big hole from the inside, I put this duct tape here because I'm hoping that it'll like catch any like metal shavings so that they don't get in my face and my eyeballs and stuff. Or since we are doing this on the road, you know, we're here in New York, we're in the Bronx actually, because I felt like it was far enough out of the city where we'd have a nice big parking lot and also not be bothered. You know, I think that's actually going to make a lot of shavings fall. I think that this will work. I made like a little bib, basically. So I taped it, and then I'm just going to drill. I'm just going to drill right there. And hopefully all the shavings and stuff will just fall inside. Okay, so the little bib worked. It actually caught like... It actually caught a lot of the shavings. So I don't know if this is the proper way to do it, but it's working for us. So Leon says he can see the light coming out the top, or he can see the hole.
It's like protruding.
And I can see the light coming through. So that's pretty good. So we're gonna do this 4 times and then we'll check in with you in a sec. Okay, so luckily I was able to borrow this ladder and from somebody here in the parking lot, and now you can see on top. So everyone says before you cut a hole to tape one of these little tarps up because that'll catch all the metal shavings, which I was getting, honestly, I was getting metal shavings stuck to my shirt. So yeah, you definitely got to be careful with those. So Leon's doing that right now. Your hair, babe.
I know, it's terrible.
Brush it to the front. Like from the back, yeah. It's the back part, that's weird. There we go, there we go. Okay, so I use these holes to create a new 14 by 14 template because this is the one we're actually going to use to cut with. The other one was just for placement, and now this will finalize the plans, and it looks like it's like absolutely like perfectly centered now, which I love. I was a little concerned about my weight on top of this van, but so far so good. Leon is taping the lines because we were told that taping the lines keeps... Well, actually, babe, why don't you tell them why?
I actually don't know why. Is it just to keep the metal shavings not from flying everywhere? Oh, okay, so that's why.
Look at us. Like, we are the definition of weekend warriors because it's Saturday and we're kicking ass.
Oh my gosh, it's finally happening. We have a drill also.
Tape that we put in place. And then I'm gonna do this side, and we should be good.
Oh, so exciting.
Then we have a hole.
Then you have a hole. Gotta get it installed right now after this.
Right? There's no there's no going back.
Jumping in, we dove right in.
Oh my
So
gosh.
cool!
I seriously cannot believe that there's a hole in the roof of our van. Like, I'm shook.
We're about to see if the fan fits in perfectly. Oh. And it's in, it's in.
Fan fits.
Fan fits.
Like that. Like that, like that, like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the next step is we have to put some tape. It's called butyl tape. We have to put that on the other side of the fan. These gaps here, I don't know what to do. So I'm thinking what we'll do is I'll just put lots and lots of butyl tape in those sections to, my finger. These gaps here, I don't really know what to do. So instead I'm gonna put some butyl tape in those gaps, and then we're just gonna seal it with caulking. Like, I don't think it's that serious. As you can see, I have the butyl tape all the way around it, and so I'm gonna put it in there, screw it in, and then we're just gonna fill the holes with lap sealant and more butyl tape, and I think it'll be waterproof. And then we'll figure out how we're going to make the inside look cute when we're done. I think, you know, there's a lot of options. So we might do crown molding, we might do, because we have to do crown molding all the way in the back here. So we might just carry it on over, but we'll see. Okay, so we just screwed in all of the screws on top, and I had Leon push here so it could pull the metal so that the metal just kind of conforms to the shape, you know, the fan kind of conforms to the shape of the van, which is kind of nice. And then this is what I was talking about, filling the area with butyl tape. That just like handles that little block, that little opening right there. And then I'm pretty sure I could just fill all of that with sealant and we'll be totally fine. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I have this caulking gun. We bought this lap sealant. Honestly, I don't know if there's a difference between this and like just regular caulking, because I feel like that would have worked as well and is also like half the price. This was like $12, but I got it and we're gonna try it out, and I think, you know, we'll know pretty quickly in the next rain if it worked or not.
One thing to remember is that you need to have a bag or something underneath to catch all of the shavings, because we forgot and some came onto the bed. But fast acting, taped it up, boom bam boom.
Alrighty, so we put a lot of the stuff around all the edges, we filled all the gaps, and we're just gonna let it sit, and now we have to go and figure out how to attach the powder. How are we gonna do that? There, that's good. Okay, so the wiring's always the part that people kind of like speed over, so I'm gonna try to explain this in the way that I have figured out how to do it, by calling my friend and FaceTiming him and asking a ton of questions. And then I just left Home Depot and I asked a ton of questions, and we've watched a ton of videos. So anyway, okay, so on the MaxxAir Fan, the black wire is positive. So we're taking the positive wire and we have to make it longer so it can go all the way over here. And then we're gonna put one of these things on it, because that way it can go attached to the battery directly, because there's already a switch here. But one of the things we have to install in between this and the extra wire is a fuse on the positive side. So we bought this fuse. There it is. It looks like this. It's called an inline fuse holder. and it comes with a little fuse, and yeah, so this will work. So we're gonna take this. Okay, I'm confused already. I'm confused. With the fuse, you get it? Confused. No, but like legit though, I'm quite confused. I don't get what this black wire is in here for, right? Because I thought I'm supposed to be installing my own wire. It seems like I'm supposed to cut the black wire. Okay, so we're gonna watch a YouTube video.
When earning my I'm making this video because I've gotten asked before on my past videos to do a video of hooking up an inline fuse. It's really simple, and to know what size amp you need for your fuse.
Okay, I figured it out. Okay, so I don't know why they do this, but this comes already connected. So I was like, how, like, you're supposed to cut this. You're supposed to cut this in the middle, and then that's where you make the connection. Split the wire, stick this on there, like so. And I'm gonna go, and we're gonna crimp it. Ow. Just to make sure these are like super secure, we're gonna use electrical tape. This is the positive wire, so I can take this wire and attach a longer wire that will then attach to the battery. We bought some wire, and I can't believe it's dark now already. It's like, we went really fast though. I feel like we like really bust this out. Okay, I don't want to show this. This is so boring. So I'm gonna just be crimping wires. I'm gonna connect the wires, and then I'll just explain it afterwards because this is boring. Okay, so we bought these, but these are not big enough to fit over that thing. So we got these, and I think these will fit. I think these will fit, yeah. Definitely. Hopefully. All right, guys, the fan is installed. It looks so good. We had to finish it up at night to get the rest of the wiring done, but it's working. And here it is on top. Looking good. We just left AutoZone. Shout out to AutoZone for having the right piece that we needed. So basically, we took positive and negative wire. They go directly to the battery. So it's really simple, actually. And there we have it. And we've got our remote. This remote is really big, but look, watch. Ah! Well, that's how you do it, and that's how we did it, and hopefully you guys like this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to follow along our journey, and we will keep you posted with our next project and our next adventure and so many other things. I'm just so excited to have the fan installed. Whew. All right, have a good day, because I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm sorry about the quality, but I've got to go eat. Bye.